Hello friends, and welcome back to our St. Joseph's Corner channel. Back with me again, Joseph, your host. Today we're traveling back in time, over 1,000 years ago, to a world of castles, kings, and queens. We're going to hear the incredible true story of a princess who became a powerful empress, a loving mother, and a great saint. Her name is Adelaide of Italy, and her life was more exciting than any fairy tale. Saint Adelaide was born a princess around the year 931 in a beautiful land called Burgundy, which is part of modern-day Switzerland. From a very young age, she was kind, smart, and had a deep love for God. Because she was a princess, her life was involved in the big, important events happening all around her. When she was just a teenager, she married a king named Otto II, becoming the Queen of Italy. They had a little girl named Emma, and Adelaide loved her family very much. But sadly, just a few years later, her husband, King Lothair, died. A mean and greedy man named Berengar II took over the kingdom. He wanted to make sure he had all the power, so he decided that Adelaide must marry his own son. When Adelaide bravely said no, Berengar became furious, took away all her jewels and beautiful clothes, and locked her away in a dark, lonely prison in a castle. Can you imagine how scary that must have been? Adelaide was all alone, with no friends and no family. But she was never truly alone, because she had her faith in God. She prayed every single day, asking God for strength and courage. She knew that even in the darkest moments, God was with her. And then something amazing happened. After 4 long months, Adelaide managed to escape. A kind priest helped her, and she ran through swamps and hid in fields until she reached a safe fortress. It was a real-life adventure. From there, she sent a message for help to a powerful and good king from Germany named Otto I. King Otto was known for being a strong and just ruler. When he heard about the brave Queen Adelaide and how she had been treated so unfairly, he marched his army into Italy to help her. He defeated the wicked Berengar and freed the people. When Otto met Adelaide, he saw how wise, strong, and kind she was. They fell in love and got married in the year 951. Adelaide was a queen once again. Their marriage was a very special one. It wasn't just about love. It united their 2 powerful kingdoms, Germany and Italy. Together, they were a team. A few years later, Otto and Adelaide traveled to Rome, the most important city in the Christian world at the time. There, on a very special day, in the year 962, the Pope crowned them. Otto became the Holy Roman Emperor, and Adelaide was crowned Holy Roman Empress. This was a very big deal. In those days, it was not common for an empress to be crowned alongside her husband. This showed everyone that Adelaide was not just the emperor's wife, but his partner in ruling. The people called her a co-bearer of royalty, which means she shared the responsibility of leading the empire, and she was brilliant at it. She advised her husband, helped make important decisions, and always worked to bring peace and justice to their lands. Adelaide and Otto had children together, including a son also named Otto, who would one day become Emperor Otto II. Adelaide was a loving mother and also a wonderful stepmother to Otto's son from his first marriage. She understood the importance of family and always tried to keep everyone united. This is one of the reasons why today she is the patron saint of step-parents and people with in-law problems. She knew that families can be complicated, but that love and patience can solve many problems. As Empress, Adelaide never forgot her deep faith. In fact, her power made her want to help people even more. She knew that everything she had was a gift from God, and she wanted to use those gifts to do good. She spent a lot of her own money building and repairing churches and monasteries. Monasteries were special places where monks and nuns lived, prayed, and took care of the poor and sick. Adelaide knew these places were like bright lights of hope in the world. She also gave food and money to the poor, and she always listened to the problems of her people, no matter how small. But Adelaide's life wasn't always easy. After her husband, Emperor Otto I, passed away, her son Otto II became the new emperor. For a while, Adelaide and her new daughter-in-law, a princess named Theophanu, didn't get along very well. It can be hard when 2 powerful people have different ideas. Adelaide even had to leave the court for a time. But eventually, with love and forgiveness, they were reconciled. Then, more sadness came. Her son, Emperor Otto II, died unexpectedly. Her grandson, the future Emperor Otto III, was just a little boy, too young to rule. The kingdom needed a leader. Who could they turn to? Everyone knew there was one person who was wise, experienced, and trusted by all: the Empress Adelaide. So, Adelaide became the regent, which means she ruled the entire Holy Roman Empire on behalf of her little grandson. She governed with incredible wisdom and fairness. Even though some people had been her enemies in the past, she didn't seek revenge. Instead, she showed forgiveness and worked to bring everyone together for the good of the empire. She protected her grandson's kingdom and made sure it was safe and peaceful until he was old enough to rule on his own. She proved that a great leader rules with kindness, not anger. When her grandson finally became emperor, Adelaide could have stayed at the palace, enjoying a life of luxury. But that wasn't who she was. She decided to retire from public life and devote her final years completely to God. She moved to a convent in a town called Celts, a special place she herself had founded. There, she lived a simple life of prayer and charity, continuing to help the poor and guide the nuns. Even in her old age, people still came to her for help. When there was trouble in her old homeland of Burgundy, she set out on a journey to help make peace. On that journey, she passed away peacefully at her convent in Celts on December 16, 999. She was known and loved all across Europe as a woman of incredible strength, deep faith, and endless charity. Because of her amazing life and the miracles that were said to happen through her prayers, the Church officially named her a saint in the year 1097. Today, we celebrate Saint Adelaide every year on her feast day, December 16th. Saint Adelaide is the patron saint of so many people, of brides and empresses, of parents of large families, and of those in their second marriages. But she is also the patron saint of abuse victims, prisoners, and exiles. This is because she experienced all of these hardships herself. She was imprisoned, she was exiled from her home, and she was treated unfairly. But through it all, she never lost hope. She held on to her faith and trusted in God's plan, and she used her difficult experiences to develop a big heart for others who were suffering. Her story teaches us so many things. It shows us that you can be a powerful leader and still be humble and kind. It teaches us that true strength comes from faith and forgiveness, not from power or revenge. And it reminds us that no matter what challenges we face, whether we feel lonely, scared, or lost, God is always with us, ready to give us the courage we need to overcome them. Saint Adelaide's life is a beautiful example of how one person, filled with love and faith, can change the world for the better. Thank you so much for joining me to learn about the incredible life of Saint Adelaide of Italy. I hope her story inspires you as much as it inspires me. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you won't miss our next story. Take care, everyone. Stay safe and healthy as usual. We'll see you next time, and God bless you always.